can never bring their brother, their father back. But this can be a giant step forward in the march toward justice in America.
The verdict is in the trial against former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. We're glad you're joining us tonight for the 10. I'm Bernie Lang.
And I'm Jean Reynolds.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m.
City of Minneapolis and others breathing a sigh of relief tonight, hours after former police officer Derek Chauvin was convicted of murder in the death of George Floyd.
Hundreds of people pouring into the streets of Minneapolis tonight celebrating the decision. Jay Gray has been following this story since the beginning of the trial and joins us now with a closer look at the verdict and reaction.
The decision echoes from the courthouse.
As to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty.
To the crowd gathered outside. Hundreds celebrating the verdict. Derek Chauvin guilty on all 3 counts: second-degree manslaughter, second and third-degree murder.
Justice for George means freedom for all.
As the former Minneapolis police officer is led from the courtroom in handcuffs.
It was just a beautiful moment when we finally get to see somebody get at least an inch of justice.
Raw emotion spills into the streets, downtown, and in the area now known as George Floyd Square, the place where he was killed.
We can't stop killing our babies.
Raw emotion, a mixture of overwhelming joy
So grateful.
and relief.
Thank God my city will not burn tonight. This is a new day. This is something beautiful. This is something different. It's finally some little piece of justice.
Justice framed by intense security, visible across the city. Military vehicles and more than 3,000 National Guard soldiers joining more than 1,500 police and federal agents on the ground. The governor invoking a peacetime emergency order and area schools going to virtual learning through at least the end of the week. As a history lesson unfolds in real time in the heart of the city. Chauvin was denied bail. He'll be sentenced in 8 weeks. The maximum combined sentence for all 3 charges, 75 years in prison.
Colorado Senior Senator Michael Bennet also issuing a statement after the verdict, saying in part, quote, well, this is a Senator Hickenlooper statement. And back to Bennett, no single verdict can demolish the structural racism that still plagues our country, but today the jury reached the right conclusion. Tomorrow we have to continue to work to ensure that every American, no matter their race, can live in safety with equal protection under the law. The Senate should pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act.
Now to Senator Hickenlooper's statement. He released it after the verdict was read, saying in part today's verdict was clear. While we welcome the verdict, let's remember that no sentence will ever bring George Floyd back to his family. No sentence can erase the trauma that his family has endured.